traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1650th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. Good evening, traders. Tonight's installment, this video, this 1650th, is coming to you on a Thursday night for trading, Friday, July 28th, 2017. Before we get into the topics on the board, if you didn't find out about it today, you'll never know. Futures trading is extremely risky. Did you see? The markets came tumbling down today. They are not suitable for all traders. You absolutely must use risk capital if you are going to play this game. Remember, stops have to be put in. They've got to be put in first. They're the only thing that will keep you alive. There is some slippage with stops from time to time, but we don't see any here at the Omni Trading Academy. I don't know many people lately that complain about slippage because the electronic markets are really strong. So make sure you put your stops in, put them in first, and know that this is my technical opinion of what comes next, traders. Let's get moving. So for trading on 7/28, first thing I can say is, oh boy, what a difference one day can make technically in the markets. My goodness. Red Omni. Here we are, booming along, right? S&P runs, NASDAQ runs, Russell runs, everything goes, bang! We have a monstrous Thursday down day, and here we are with the Red Omni. Now, how did the Omniacs handle that? We were blessed. We got long NASDAQ. It rallied up 17 points. We moved our stops to break even, looking for more. Stopped us out break even. We sidestepped it, and nobody got tagged today. Bravo for your behavior if you follow those flash updates. Today, or I should say tomorrow, being Friday, different look. Red Omni and the DAX, boy does that look ugly, ES, NASDAQ, and Tesla. So let's go over what's on the board. Oh boy, what a technical difference one day can make. You'll see it in the charts. Led by the Dow Jones Transportation Average, by the way. That was the leader of this down move, and I'll show you that in the chart segment. The DAX looks terrible. Germans, Europeans, maniacs in the U.S. that trade that gambler's market. The DAX looks terrible right now, and I'll show you a chart on that. Tesla, too, looks terrible. Now, I've had a lot of YouTube fan comments, but the most comments lately are about crude oil, and being that James Jones, thank you, James Jones, has asked me more than once, I thought I'd refer to crude. Now, Omni, for the last couple of days, and tomorrow as well, is a buyer of crude, and will look to get long on a dip tomorrow on Friday in crude oil. Now, traders have written to me with their little snide remarks. Oscar, what about the call to 37? Well, you're so bad at this, whatever. Traders, all I can say is this. When you can tell me, when the price of crude is at 52, that before it goes to 55, it'll go to 37, and it breaks all the way to 42 and a quarter, I'll hire you in a damn minute. So what I'm trying to say is this. At 52, Omni told us we'd trade down to 37. It cracked all the way to about 42 and a quarter. Now it's bouncing. That doesn't mean it's not going to end up at 37. But at the same time, that doesn't mean 37 had to happen, right? We called from 52 down to 37. It got to 42. Maybe that's all she wrote. So we're day traders. The Omni's buying crude. I don't care about long-term calls. You guys know that. So my Omniacs know in the trading room, we flip day to day. One day it buys, next day it sells. Sometimes it buys 3-4 days in a row. Sometimes it sells 3-4 days in a row. But the Omni's a day trader. So, of course, a week or so ago, we're going crazy selling crude. Then we jumped out and sidestepped it, and now Omni's looking to buy crude, but as a day trade. Is the 37 call still valid? It sure is for now. If, in fact, we got above 55, of course, we'd negate the 37, but it made it all the way to 42 and a quarter already. Let's see what the future holds in store long term. Short term trading, live with Oscar. We're going to buy the dips in crude. That's for you, James Jones, for trading on Friday. Thank you for your questions, and I'm glad to be able to answer them for you. Anybody who would like their questions answered about charts, send me a comment at the bottom of this YouTube video. Write a comment. I'll come back to you in my next video if I can. and subscribe. Why don't you subscribe to these videos so that when I put out the next one, which is almost every night, you'll get an email when I put it out. Now, traders, if you'd like to trade when the Omni trades, if you would like to know exactly the second that Omni's coming up with the signal, when it will buy, when it will sell, where it will place stops, join the live recommendations platinum membership at livewithoscar.com. That's where I send you the exact signals on the Omni. You get an audio alert, visual as well. It rings ding, 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 and tells you exactly what to do, where to buy, where to sell, as the Omni's placing those trades. If you'd like to be part of that, join the platinum membership. Come on down to livewithoscar.com. For you really serious traders that are looking to do this for a living and hopefully one day be able to just trade only, if you want to learn the Omni yourselves, Oscar's market navigational indicator, the Omni, if you'd like to learn that for yourselves, I'm holding one Omni camp for 2017 for the rest of this year. It is in October. Rocktober, as I like to prefer, as I like to call it. Rocktober. It's probably the third weekend in Rocktober. I can stretch it between second and third. It's up to you cats when you want to come out. If you would like to be one of the 5 and only 5 Omniacs who will come out to Las Vegas and personally be trained by me, come down to livewithoscar.com and fill out your OmniCamp applications. Traders, with no further ado, let's go look at some charts. Traders, the first chart I want to show you this evening is the Dow Jones Transportation Average, and it was the absolute leader of the down move on Thursday. It was down 225 to 235 points, while the emini, S&P, NASDAQ, Dow were all up near their highs. I mean, it was a complete disparity, and then crack, everything else followed it. Now, look at how the transportation average is back below the Omni average. And if it gets below, it usually has a little bit of an elevator ride, right? It is below now. It looks like it wants to go lower. Let's see what happens now that we've settled below the Omni average. Down we should go at least for Friday, watching the Dow Jones Transportation Average. Then look at the E-mini S&P. Just the other night I showed you the big F flag and said, look, it's a great F flag. You got to love it. And it kept going up. Well, F flags are known to get F'd. And that's what happened. The F flag got F'd, and likely tomorrow you will see more of it. Now that we are out of that F flag, we will be selling the rallies. And probably 50 bar moving average is your target, because look at how it gets down to it like a magnet once it starts to go. So that could be our target. We'll take it one day at a time. Then you've got the NASDAQ, a total outside reversal day. Fell out of the F flag. NASDAQ's getting F'd undoubtedly now that it's out of the F flag. And you can see that massive outside reversal bar settling here. Big, big outside turnaround. The possibility of the 50 bar moving average being your first target exists in your NASDAQ as well. You've got the Russell 2000. Traders, Omniacs who have graduated my Omni camps, you Omni camp alumni, you may recognize these words: false breakout. Question mark? Yes, but is that what we're seeing? Wouldn't that be interesting? Big down move would come if that's the case in your Russell 2000. But you can see that it broke out of this apex and came back down and is now in the apex and a little bit under it. So it's back into that apex. Down here is minimum where it should go. And what's sitting down there? Lo and behold, the 50 bar moving average. Isn't that interesting? I think that's probably the target for most of these indices right now. Let's move along. German DAX. You traders from Europe who trade the German DAX. That is a textbook bear flag that's already been broken down from. This is a head and shoulders that's already been broken down from. You are well below the Omni average. That looks ugly, kids. My goodness, that doesn't look very good. Sellers of rallies in the DAX if you were to trade the DAX. And then there's Tesla, traders. Look at Tesla. Big bear flag. Rallies up, hits the 50, hits the 50, hits the 50, and cracks back down to the bottom of the flag. Failure at the 50 bar moving average in a bear flag, which is bearish to begin with. Tesla, sell the rallies, red Omni for trading on Friday. Traders, you've seen the charts. You've got my technical opinion for what's going to happen next. You know, I say this in every video, and Big Brother still breaks my balls in plain English. I say this in every single video, right? This is my technical opinion on what's going to happen. They break my balls. You know what they tell me? They tell me I'm misleading the public. I mislead the public because I stand here in front of you and show you charts to the best of my ability, and I'm really good at this, as you know. What might happen the next day? How the hell can anyone have more than just an opinion if you took it off the chart? But they just won't leave me alone. Big brother just will not leave me alone. I don't know what else to say. They're all going to tell, I'm going to tell them all, kiss my ass at the end of this week. Yay for me, big brother. Kiss my ass. Enough with you people. I just had to say that. Sorry, guys. I'm 35 years. I've never done anything wrong ever. They come after me every year and a half. This time they're like the Gestapo. They just won't let up. So I think it's time to cut that leash if you want to know the truth. We'll see how this goes. All right, traders, I will see you at livewithoscar.com where I deceive everybody with my deceptive tactics. I'm there live on camera and microphone, so obviously I'm some kind of a fake and a phony and I'm deceptive, right? These lunatics. How on earth do you fool traders when you stand in front of them live on a microphone and a camera? How on earth could I be phony at what I do? However, Big Brother tends to think so, for whatever reason. Maybe you guys can help me out with this, I don't know. Anyway, you've seen the video, you know where this is going, you know where I think all of this is heading. We've got the red omni to start off. Make sure your stops are in just in case it doesn't work. And I will see you all at livewithoscar.com. Remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do, in my opinion, to help keep those emotions at bay is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening. And you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll. See you later, traders. Big brother right here, baby. This is for you. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.